I find your lack of control disturbing.
The time has come.
Alright, Nukenites, moving right along to Stork versus Sky High. This is going to be a great matchup because Sky High is very good at... What? GGaemo beat Sky High? What? Oh man, yes, this is Stork versus GGaemo, my favorite player versus a Zerg, and I'm actually more scared for Stork right now than I would have been if Sky High had won, which I was just sure that Sky High was going to be in this position, but GGaemo made it. Sky High underestimated this Zerg, so hopefully Stork will not do the same, but this is another Protoss versus Zerg matchup. Even more bickering in the comments section. I'm looking forward to it, honestly. And Stork is just, he's looking in better shape than I've ever seen him, honestly. This is skinny Stork. He's been burning weight. And usually a player that is skinny, well, a player that has lost a lot of pounds anyway, has been practicing very, very hard. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 0. Eye of the Storm is the map. Bork power! Come on, Stork. GGaemo sucks. Move into the round of 16. Okay, here we go. Up at the 2 o'clock position in purple is Awesome Sauce. Down at the 5 o'clock position in I Don't Even Care is GGaemo. Oh, it's going to be very interesting to see what Stork has come up with to fight off modern Zerg play. I just had a gander at what Jangby came up with. Not going to spoil that. But yes, very interesting to watch Protoss versus Zerg games these days. And Stork, of course, is the greatest player in the world. Everyone knows that, and if you don't, you're wrong. But, oh my god, I'm so excited to see if Stork will make his 13th consecutive round of 16 of an OSL. He just has a ridiculous record of just always getting into round of 16s. He almost never drops out, so... Go GGaemo, don't stop your passion. There are actually GGaemo fans in this world. I didn't even know. But Stork is coming down to scout GGaemo in the right direction. He put down his pylon. Well, yes, he put down cannons already. Stork is so awesome that he doesn't even need pylons to put down buildings. That is how amazing of a player Stork is. He's come up with a revolutionary new meta. Okay, I'll just stop that. That's stupid. But Stork's going to come down and plop down the cannons very shortly, because it looks like GGaemo's going out for his expansion, and Stork's going to try his best to deny that as long as he possibly can. It's always best for a Protoss to deny the expansion, especially these days, to keep Zerg from being comfortable. You can't let a Zerg get too comfortable with their little 3-hatch expansion build. And Stork is going to try to keep that from happening, even though his probe's probably going to go down soon enough, and Stork decides it's not worth it to try to run back and stop that expansion again. GGaemo is going to put down that hatchery with his damaged drone. So that means that even though this hatchery seems a little late, he must have put down his spawning pool. Yes, he did put down his spawning pool, deciding it was not the best idea to try to go for that hatchery, since Stork was seeming so intent on stopping it from coming up. Nexus coming up for Stork. GGaemo got the scout in the right direction too, so both these guys got very, very early scouts. Oh, Stork looks so confident these days. I've never seen Stork look this skinny, honestly. Even looking back to when I first casted his games in the Encrew at OSL, he was in good shape then. But yeah, this is... You can tell he's been doing some pull-ups saying, I'm going to beat the hell out of Sky High. And then GGaemo walked in. He's like, what? GGaemo beat Sky High? But yes, GGaemo is up here getting the scout on everything that's going to be coming out of that main. He's going to try his best to keep that Overlord out of range of the cannon. But Stork is in here once again to get a scout on everything. And if GGaemo doesn't get his circling speed up, I don't think he's going to be able to get rid of this probe for a little while. GGaemo going for something very similar to what Quanro did against Jangby. He's deciding to expand at the corners. And that makes it easier for Zerg to defend, I think, since there is there is a very small choke. Usually you think of small chokes as a Protoss favorite thing, but Zerg can definitely take advantage of that as well, seeing as though the small chokes can protect 2 bases apiece. GGaemo's going out with his Zerglings. He's probably fanning them out, making sure there's no cheese in the middle of the map. And he's going to make sure that Stork does not find that base down there at the 8 o'clock position. That's going to be extremely important, because as soon as Stork sees that, he's going to send Zealots out to attack it if he gets a +1 attack going. And Stork is one of these players that's never afraid to go for something really bizarre against a Zerg. Since he's historically not had the best versus Zerg play in the world, he always changes up his game. And I think that's what makes him such a strong player, even though he doesn't win against Zerg all the time, is because he's just so unpredictable about what he's going to do. He might go for a +1 attack. He might go for just all Dragoons, which he tried against Effort and almost paid off, but he just didn't get the timing right and got overwhelmed by Ultras in that game. But yes, he's always willing to go for crazy stuff. He might go for Corsair Reaver in this game. You never know. But Stork is going to scout this base. He knows that there's something fishy going on because he's looking all over for a hatchery. He can't find it. Now he finds it at the 8 o'clock, so he's going to know that's down there. It's going to be very tough for GGaemo to defend that until he has lurkers prepared to go over there and fight off any speed upgraded +1 zealots that Stork should decide to throw in. There's a lair coming up at the natural expansion. Some people have been asking me recently, especially in the SC2 GG IRC, why Zergs put down lairs at their natural, and the biggest reason probably is the lair has more HP than a regular hatchery. So that means it's going to be harder to take down, and once a Zerg natural expansion this early in the game goes down anyway, your game's pretty much done. So that's just there as an extra precaution. There we go. English fail,